So if you love hummus, you've probably heard of Sabra. Our next guest is here to show us how to create the perfect pita using the delicious dip. Chef Diane Hendricks joins us now. Nice to have you here on
Great
Style.
to be here.
So this is very recognizable. You can find it just about anywhere, right?
Just about anywhere, all across the country.
So tell us a little bit about the product.
It's hummus. It's made with chickpeas. It's actually very healthy. Oil, tahini paste, garlic, and there's a bunch of different flavors that they have. There's supremely spicy, chipotle, there's lemon, there's, I think, I don't know, 9 or 10 different types of flavors. I like the supremely spicy and the chipotle. I'm a hot, spicy girl. I like it.
And usually you think of hummus just for dipping, but you have a lot of different ideas for it.
Yes, and that's what this segment's really all about, thinking out of the dipping package with the hummus, because it's such a versatile ingredient and it's so delicious. So we have some really great ideas to use with the hummus.
Let's tell me what we have over here.
Okay, hummus mashed potatoes.
Wow.
It's so delicious, and I'm a registered dietitian as well as a chef, so, you know, nutrition is always at the forefront for me.
Sure.
So with the mashed potatoes, I use low-fat milk, but I use the hummus to stir it in.
You said mashed potatoes. I know.
It's so good. You just stir it into it. Isn't that so delicious? And it's a great.
It's fabulous.
It's fabulous. You cut down on the butter, you cut down all the bad quality fats, and you have this good quality fat and the mashed potatoes. So it's really yummy.
That is fantastic.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, that's
and
great.
And over here we have a chicken salad. This is my Hawaiian chicken salad. It's got pineapple and it's got red onion and slivered almonds and chicken. It's really delicious. And then you stir your favorite hummus in there. Oh. There's a luscious lemon hummus that I like stirred into that, or you can do some of the spicier ones or some of the different flavors. So it's another way to think out of the box.
Great.
Really awesome.
Okay.
Over here we have another idea, which is great. You can make a salad dressing out of it. You just take the hummus, and I just thin it with a little bit of low-fat milk, and it's got whatever flavor that you like. Oh, it's so delicious. You just stir it into it, thin it out, and you have a wonderful salad dressing for any type of salad.
I love that idea.
Yeah, that is really great. And Sabra also has salsa that is so delicious. We're going to talk about how we can incorporate that into different things as well.
Great.
You can stir salsa into mashed potatoes.
Oh,
it's very,
lots
very
of
good.
ideas
You can
there,
stir salsa.
Diane.
Yeah, you can almost swap the salsa and the hummus, or add the salsa to it. So it's really great.
All right. So we're going to make a flatbread, right?
We're making a flatbread pizza, which is simple, and, you know, especially, you know, during the week when you're really busy, it's a really great way to get a quick dinner on the table. So right here we just have sauteed mushrooms, peppers, and onions with a little bit of garlic and a little bit of olive oil. Okay. And when you're cooking on top of the stove, if you don't want peppers, don't use them, you know?
Sure.
So we're going to take this spinach and we're going to throw that into there just until it's wilted, which makes it so simple. And this will wilt very quickly. So we're going to stir this up. And then once the spinach gets wilted, we're going to add it to the topping here. So we're going to let this cook for a second.
Sure.
And I'm going to ask you to take this hummus and scoop it out and spread it on like you would tomato sauce. Oh. So what we're doing is we're just using the hummus as the sauce on the pizza. It's so good.
What a great idea.
Isn't it a great idea? It's very healthy.
So many health benefits to hummus.
Yep, so just spread that on there, and then we're going to top it with this wonderful mixture of vegetables. And again, it's your personal preference, but look at all this color. You know, we've got bright color, which means we have good nutrition. So this is so yummy, yummy. Love it.
All right.
And you don't really have to wait, because the spinach is going to melt in the oven, because this is all going in the oven.
You have the oven preheated?
I have the oven preheated, and I have one already done.
Oh,
so that we can,
fabulous.
Yep, so you're going to preheat your oven to 375, and then you're going to just add these vegetables to the flatbread. And if you want, you can add chicken, you can add shrimp, you can add any of your favorite ingredients or anything that the kids or the family loves. Now we're going to take some Parmesan cheese. Okay. Sprinkle a little bit of that on there. Take whatever, you know, and you can go as heavy or as light as you want.
Who doesn't like Parmesan,
That's right. That's great. So we're going to put that on there, and then we're going to take some mozzarella. And if you want to use cheddar, you can use cheddar, and then you can use some salsa and make it like a Latin pizza. So that's really great. So there's so many different ways to do it. And then I'm going to take some oregano. If you want cilantro, if you're doing the Latin style, you just add cilantro. Then we're going to take this, and we're just going to stick this in the oven. Great. And I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like.
Really simple,
Isn't that simple? And it's so good. So here we go, and this is what you end up with.
How long did you cook that for?
I cooked this for about 20 minutes at I preheated it to 375, stuck it in for 10 minutes at 375, turned it down to 325, and then cooked it for another 10 minutes. So
great.
Yeah, it's really
Perfect
awesome.
little dinner. Now I want to ask you, you guys have a food truck that's traveling around the country with you.
Yes, there's a food truck. The Sabra hummus truck is traveling around the country all over. And
there it is, right on our screen.
Yep, and it's going to be here in Connecticut until September 6th. And you just follow Sabra on Twitter, @Sabra, and it'll tell you where the truck's going to be. So it's really fun. You don't know exactly where. Yeah. And it makes it really fun that you just kind of follow the hummus truck and find
And
out
what are
where
they
it's gonna
serving
be.
out of the truck?
They're giving away thousands of samples of hummus, and it's really great because a lot of people haven't tried it before, and once you try it, then you're addicted. You're hooked on it. Yeah. So we're going to take this pizza. Can you give me that cutting board?
Certainly.
Please?
I'm a sous
We're going to
chef,
take this.
you know.
There you go. You're my sous today. We're going to take this pizza and we're just going to put it on here, and then we're going to just give it a little chop and give it a little taste.
And that's that. Sounds terrific.
Yeah, it's
we'll
really
give it a
good.
taste at the end of the show. But in the meantime, tell me a little bit about the salsa.
This is a delicious salsa. They come in a variety of flavors. There's mango salsa. They have a bruschetta. They have a pico de gallo type of salsa. So it's just wonderful, and it's great for dipping, but it's the same kind of thinking out of the box. I mean, there's so many things you can do with salsa.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I made a Latin lasagna last week.
Oh, wow.
And that was really, really good. So it's a lot of variety and a lot of choices with the Sabra products.
Great. Now, where can we find recipes or more information?
At Sabra.com.
Pretty easy
You can
stuff.
go to Sabra.com, yes.
All right, Dan. Thanks so much for feeding us today.
Yes.
We'll check back in at the